You're watching your ATL.
Chris Sweep ain't on your TV ain't on, man. You better go buy another TV. Check this out, man. You know what I'm saying? This the R&B episode. The R&B episode. You know what I'm saying? From the Platinum Selling Group. Me and that Large. My dog, Big Dave, coming through. Hey, Slim, I'm telling you, he said he coming for you, Slim, man. He coming for the R&B King title, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Slim on 112, though. But get what, though, man? It's the hottest show in the atmosphere. It's the hottest show right here. It's your ATL rap.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, ATL raps, suckers.
Yeah. What up? It's your boy Dave Tolliver, a.k.a. the Black Pavarotti, a.k.a. Minute Large Forever, a.k.a. Big Daddy Kane with a C. What up, though? One half of the greatest of all time, the heavyweight champs of R&B, Minute Large in the building. Yeah. Yo, check this out, Dave, man. Everybody want to know what y'all been up to, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like, oh, man. Like, I've been seeing a whole lot of flyers on Instagram, man. You know what I'm saying? You've been performing and doing everything. And I see you putting out new music, man. So let everybody know what you've been up to, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. Well, you know, you can see I'm still eating. Where we at? I don't want to give them no problem. Or you can tell them we can tell them that. We at AZL. You know what I'm saying? They need to be like the official sponsor. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They need to be giving us. They need to sponsor the food every time we come in here. Well, they charge us, and then we split the bill, but it's all good. Now I want to come here, but look, you know, Minute Large is still rolling. You know, we started out with me and my man Jason Champion. Then him and I, we kind of parted ways, and I got another guy named Gemini Porter out of Chicago. You know, started off Gerald Levert, put us together. We had a nice run together from like 92 to about 96, 97. Then they got with my boy Gemini, Chicago. We had a decent run on the independent side. It was before the independent game really got started. And look at me spitting stuff out my mouth. That's how good the food is. We had a pretty good run, man. We got nominated for some independent video awards. We lost to Kenny Rogers, though. We won some awards here. Right. We lost some. We got nominated for some awards here and there. And then I started doing my solo thing real heavy. Charted a couple times with my song Home. That's out right now still. You can go get it. That they went to like number 4 on the Billboard single sales charts. Then also it was licensed for Scream Queens, Single Ladies. Man, I've just been touring, man, you know, with the group and by myself at the same time. Right now I'm doing a Baby I'm Ready. I did a remake of Joe Levert's Baby I'm Ready. And I did pause on that, a couple things when I had to pause on it, but I'm getting right back to it, man. Right now I'm going to do something called the Bent But Not Broken Tour, which is you know, I've been through a lot of things in my life and started with this song. And people always ask me, man, you've been through so many things up to, like, I start with the song from when my mom passed away till just recently in December, like November, I had a bad car wreck here in Atlanta. Somebody hit me and my wife from the back. They said we shouldn't have survived that. And then 2 weeks later, my sister passed. Man, this is like, I keep going. They like, man, how do you keep going? How do you always smiling and laughing? I mean, on the inside, I'm tore up, but it's like, in life, sometimes you're just chosen. You're chosen, man. You're ordained to be that person that lead people to the light, and not even so much about God, but just to lead, and not taking away from what God is or who He is, but leading people out of darkness. A lot of times, sometimes people don't grasp onto the teachings of God, but they will grasp onto the understandings of life and just how important it is for your mind to be healthy. And if your mind is not healthy, then your body can't be strong. You know, and I think that was one of the things that kind of took my sister out of here, is that her mind wasn't strong. She was fighting and battling a lot of things, man. And we have to untangle our minds if we want our bodies to be strong, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much medicine they give you, how much surgery they give you. If this is not tick-tock and right, the rest of it ain't gonna work, man. So I'm doing that. And I'm just trying to cultivate the new talent, my son, my daughter. My son has a record out right now. He didn't ask me for the help. Man, it's called, but yeah, man, it's his name is Blue. It's 3LUE. The song is called Watercolors. My daughter's name is DNA. She's not out yet, but she just turned 14. Man, it's so much. Let's just get into the thing, man. It's a lot of stuff, man. So let's go.
Check this out, man. We're gonna eat a little bit more and we're gonna get back into it, man.
Man, stuff flying all across.
Oh yeah, man, for real, man. He got them with cheese stick. They banging, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is he eat, man. But he said good as hell. Weird. You know what I'm saying? Street Sweep ain't on your TV ain't on, man. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. My dog Dave ain't on your TV for a minute, Lord. They wet, it ain't wet.
They ain't on.
It ain't on, man. You better go buy another TV. Call Georgia Paul, man. Check this out. All right, Dave. We're gonna go back to 92, man. You know what I'm saying? 1992. How y'all first got discovered, man, by Gerald Levert? You know what I'm saying? Like, what your memories of Gerald Levert also, man? Like, I'm talking about, man, bona fide legend in the business, man. You know what I'm saying? We really miss his music. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know he was still here today. He'll still be dropping hits. It'll be hard for a lot of people to be eating out here right now. You know what I'm saying? So, bring us back to 92, man. You know how y'all first got discovered, man.
Well, we had to go back further than 92. Man. Yeah, man. So, what happens is, I started off in radio. I was like 15, and my dad, he was like one of the top, you know, like Greg Street is. He was one of them dudes back in the day. He worked it a different way. So my uncle, he's my uncle, but he's my dad. His name is Tolliver. He was one of the top programmers in the nation. And when he played a record, the whole country followed. Like Greg Street dropped something on it, Funk Flex dropped something on it. That's who he was before all them cats started. And I started off in radio. I was like 15, and so of course he was already cool with Gerald's dad, and he broke Gerald and them record back in Cleveland. And so there was another jock that worked at the station named Jeffrey Charles, who used to work for 104 down here, who the people in Cleveland owned. So anyway, Jeffrey Charles was an artist at the time. He had an after party at his house. So Jason and I used to walk around with this Casio keyboard. This is 1986. And we sang at the after party at his house. Gerald came. He was like, yo, I'm going to hook y'all up. We didn't see Gerald for 3 years later. 3 years later, 89. So believe it or not, I don't know if you hip to the Nerve DJs, Johnny O. Well, they had a crew called Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew back in the day. One of the first dudes independently to be moving stuff, like how Short and all them cats was moving stuff. They was moving them like that through record pools and independent distribution. Me and my other cat, his name is Cloyd, we was dancing for them. We had on the striped pants, the hammer pants, the skids, and the silk shirts. We was dancing, doing the slick Rick, all that. And Gerald caught us coming out the studio from rehearsal, and he was like, yo, I got this idea for 3 big dudes that can sing, dance, cute, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. So, at the time, me and Jason had kind of stopped speaking. Now, mind you, me and Jason had been friends since birth, because my mom and his mom were best friends for 30 years before my mom passed away. So, 2 weeks later, we was at the studio, we auditioned. It was Gerald, it was Sean and Steve Russell from Troop, the Rude Boys were there. Eddie was there. We sang, and we had brought 2 other guys. Well, I really called everybody to come. The other 2 guys didn't work. We found another guy. He didn't work because if he had been in the group, it would have been like he would have been living on the outside of an inside joke forever. That's a whole nother story. Long story short, after that was 89. May of 1992, our first single, Use Me, came out on the East West Atlantic record label. Yeah, man, it was a long journey. It took 6 years from him initially seeing us. And I think a lot of people just think because somebody gets in the game that they can initially just put you on. And I think that's where a lot of cats fall out. I see a lot of cats that have got on with cats like in the beginning of their career down here, and then now I see them beefing with them. It's like it ain't you when they first get on. It's not that easy. They got to get in and improve themselves. Like enjoy the ride. Then like what you do is follow what they doing. Then kind of like if you don't get it, then you figure out your own way. Look at 2 Chainz. That's what he did. 2 Chainz. Yeah, that's it. That's the story.
Check this out, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to another video in a minute. You know, we're gonna get a hit video, man. Another video. That whole show a Minute Lord video. You know what I'm saying? Minute Lord video, the whole show. That's what we're gonna do. Check this out. Give me another one.
We doing Minute Large or my solo joint?
You know, even better.
Let's do that. Since we talking about the discovery, let's do Use Me. Minute Large, baby. Yeah. Oh, yo ATL raps, man. If your TV ain't on this, your TV ain't on. No.
So sexy and I wanna get with you. You say you don't want me, girl, what's wrong with you? Independent, yeah, that's true. I wanna help you out. I can satisfy your needs without a doubt. Girl, I am walking if you think that you're so fine. I wanna give you everything, but you just pass me by. All that you want from me until you get enough. Baby, keep on using me until you give me up. Are you hungry? I got a pocket full of cash. Are you homeless? I got a house and a home. Are you driving? I got a little outside. Be walking. Why don't you come and take a ride? I want you. Come and take my hand. I need you. I want to be your family. I know you choose me. Stop playing the games, baby. Why don't you use me? Better get with this. There is no price that I won't pay to get with you. Money, cars, or diamond rings ain't what's a man to do. You wanna make your own, but a little more won't hurt. See, you're the only one I want. Girl, take advantage of this opportunity. You can give me nothing, you can sure take all of me. Take all you want from me until you get enough. Baby, keep on using me until you give me up. Are you hungry? I got a pocket full of gold. Are you homeless? I got a house and a home. Are you driving? I got a level outside. Don't be walking. Why don't you come and take a ride? I want you. Come and take my hand. I need you. I wanna be your friend. I know you choose me. Stop playing the games, baby. Why don't you use some help us out? I'm the one you want. The one you want. I'm the one you need. And I wanna give you everything, so why don't you just use me? I'll give you my money, cars and everything. I might be a fool, but to you the song I sing. Oh, use me.
Street Sweep ain't on your TV ain't on, man. Dave ain't on your TV for Minute Lord. It ain't what?
It ain't on, B.I.
Oh, we can't cuss on your ATL, right? It don't even matter, man. You can say what the hell you want to say. What's the difference between music right now and the music back then? You know what I'm saying? In your opinion.
I think the difference in the game right now is that, you know how you were in high school and only the elite cats used to get varsity leather jackets? Well, now they just give them to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like now, even in kids sports, even when we were kids, we had to try out. Like, I didn't make the football team and I wanted to play. Like, everybody get playing time now. I think that's horrible. I think that means that everybody deserves and everybody does not deserve. Back in the day, you had to have talent. Like I was telling my kids, I was like, man, you just because you got a dope record now, it don't mean that it's gonna work for you. You got to do so many different things. You know, the game now it's not about how good you are or even if how good your record is. It's about how many numbers you have, your relationships, or how much money you have. You can buy into the situation or push your thing to the top. Because, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that's how Taylor Swift got there. Her dad spent every dime they had to get her there, but it paid off. And I mean, she is halfway decent, but she couldn't outsing my 12-year-old daughter. And she's 14 now, but that stuff don't really make a difference no more. So what I tell cats now is when I sit on panels and I'm at these showcases and stuff is, what is it about you that makes you different from anybody else? When you come into an event or a situation, you want to stand out like a herpes sore on a light-skinned dude's face. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. It's like because everybody is coming into place doing the same thing over and over again. So it's like, what is it about that same tempo, same cymbal, same drum beat, same bass line, same track, same rap flow, same fake Bone Thugs and Harmony flow that everybody doing right now? Y'all biting off Bone Thugs and Harmony, and none of y'all give them no props. And off Crucial Conflict and off Do or Die, and what I'm saying, but y'all ain't doing it right because them cats used to say things in their raps. It's like, what is it about yours that makes it different, that makes you different, that makes you better? Why should a company put $250,000 a quarter on you? Why should they put $500,000 in your promotions? Why? What is it about you? I mean, well, if you got 1 million followers already, legit, you know, and they can tell you can't buy the followers. Like I have the followers I have on all my platforms are organic, and I still have problems drawing people in. Like they look at it, but they don't hit it. And like, I don't even know if the insights are right. You know what I'm saying? Like I might have maybe 100 likes, but it'll say the thing is 2,000 people seen it or whatever like that. But that don't do nothing for me. That don't make nobody want to buy into what I'm doing. They want to see that 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 people viewed it, or 2,000 or 3,000 people hit the like. So now in this day and age, you got to figure out how to bring people into that. But the game is different, man. It's about numbers and different stuff like that. And if you don't have the numbers, or if you don't have the money, or if you don't have, your daddy don't work for RCA or one of them companies, then I just, you know, it's a wrap. The game stinks. Smell like a 3-day-old shitty baby pamper.
Yo. Hey, you know, over there answering this question too, man. You know what I'm saying? The song that you really hate, you told me that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I did tell you
I
that.
didn't even know why he said, why he told me that, man. You know what I'm saying?
That record is, you know, my daughter is a trip. And like, no, don't come. So she goes to Landmark Christian Academy, and they got this music academy. So I teach part-time up there. And she's like, Dad, when you come up here, don't do this, don't do the Jodas. I'm like, what the hell with you? So I'm going up there, and I'm being myself. The kids fell in love with me. She's like, oh, Dad, now they have you as their screensaver, and they're listening to that song, your #1 song. Man, I'm like, why that song out of all of them? They 15, 14 listening to the So Alone record. I'm like, I get it. That song, I don't care what age you are. If there's a song, if you sit down long enough and listen to it, if it speaks to you, it's going to speak to you. Somebody called me, my man Kerry James, pastor out of Nashville, and he clarified something for me that nobody's clarified for me for 30 years with me singing this damn song. He said, your greatest success does not come from your successes. Your greatest success comes from your struggles, your pain. That song was about my mom dying. And Gerald wrote that song for me at a time that I thought was going to be the worst time in the history of my life. And when dude called me, he called to make a donation to my nieces and nephews, because I tell you, my sister just passed. And when he told me that him just telling me that freed me. For 30 years, I have been eating off my pain. I haven't been eating off how great I am. I've been eating off my pain and my struggles. And people relate to reality, even though that's why it's called reality shows. So they putting up this fake reality, and people are eating off people's fake realities, man. But I'm winning off of my real reality. Because I was figuring, man, I have not sang that song since my sister passed. And I'm like, I got some shows coming up, and I'm thinking, I don't have a choice but to sing it. I don't have a choice but to sing it, because that's out of every song. Like when we in front of big crowds, you know, we have a small crowds, they know everything. But when you're in front of 10, 20,000 festivals, some people know this, some people know that, but they all know that record. And like I wanted to stop singing that one day, and I was like, when I was in that mode, everybody was saying, man, that's my record, man.
The biggest records that y'all make, I don't like singing like Cisco Smart, man. I don't even like singing Sleeping in My Bed. What up with that, man?
Well, maybe Cisco sang that because it was talking about a girl sleeping in his bed. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Cisco got a badass wife. So, but I don't know, man. I just think sometimes we take for granted what made us. Sometimes I don't know if he does. I just I don't know, when you hear these people and their success stories, a lot of times they have these great horror stories before they started to get there. And I never thought about that as being a horror story, losing my mother. But you figure I lost my mom, Jason lost his dad 9 months later, but like 1990 was like a horrible year. Like the start of 1990, that's when my mom died. My next door neighbor, who was like my other grandfather, he passed on the first day. I'm sitting there watching this. Then like a couple months later, my great grandmother passed. Then one of my homies passed, and it just was shit going on the whole year. And then my mom at the end, like 3 days after my birthday. So it's like, and this year make 30 years she been gone. It's like, so now, seeing my sister, she passed at, my mother was 38. My sister was 44. It's like, I got 2 nieces now. I got to break these chains. So that's what I'm dealing with now, going forward, man. You know what I mean? So that song, my man freed me, Kerry James. Big up Minister Kerry James in Nashville. He freed me. Your biggest successes don't come from your successes. Your biggest success comes from your struggles. It's kind of like in higher learning. He said, Malik, there is no progress without struggle. That's kind of like the same thing, but that's the truth. Yeah, man, higher learning. Malik, there's no progress without struggle. Malik. Yeah, man, but I don't know, but I love the record, and I'm appreciative of the record, but I think a lot of us don't want to sing it because maybe we get tired of singing it because that's the song that everybody asks you to sing. But it's like I tell my kids, once you become a star or a superstar, and I've reached that level at a certain point, your life no longer becomes yours. Especially nowadays in the days of social media and technology, everything that you do will be seen, will be scrutinized, will be patronized. It will be nitpicked. It will be uplifted. It'll be downplayed. It'll be shitted on. It'll be all of those adjectives you can think of. And only the strong survive in that. You got a lot of these cats in the game that are mentally unstable. Man, I took therapy and I'm going back. Because on the inside, I'm fucked up. You see that picture of Errol Spence after he had his accident? That's how I feel on the inside. On the outside, I'm...
So you think the music industry changed you from the good to the bad?
Did it change me?
Yeah, did it change? Because it changed a lot of artists. I interviewed a lot of artists on the show, and they said they changed them, and you know what I'm saying, made them look at the business in a different type of way, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you look at the business now?
I look at the business now, right now, the business is a monster. And if you don't have tough skin, I want to advise you getting into it because the business doesn't care about you. The music business is like a gold digger. It is. It's like when you run out of paper or you run out of a dick or whatever it is she wants from you, she ain't gonna use you no more. It's just like friends and people around you. Like I noticed that when I got here, it's like I was looking to the people I thought that could help me, and we all take our superpowers and put them together. But hell, they didn't have nothing. They was just pulling from me. So now when I go out, I meet somebody. I ain't going with nobody. I'm going by myself, man. I go alone. And if that kills me, then that just kills me, man, because I'm not helping nobody else, man, unless it's going... I mean, I help them like a kid or somebody like that, but I'm not helping nobody else get to where they go. I'm not putting you over the fence, nigga, and then you gonna leave me back. Oh, man, I'll be back? Nah, B. That ain't happening, and cats will do that. That's the business. That's people trying to get in the business, and you have to watch. I even had to tell my niece the other day, my goddaughter, she was telling me how much stuff she was doing for the church. I said, and you still struggling? I said, even the people in the church, the business, the church, that's just people. They will suck the life out of you, and if you don't say nothing out of it or recognize it, they will keep tapping that ass until they cannot tap that thing no more. Man, it don't matter who they are. It can be people in the clergy. It can be people in business, entertainment. It don't matter who they are. People are people, and they will suck you dry if you let them. The entertainment business on any side, and they say the gospel side is worse than the secular side. Man, are you kidding me? get some of them on your show and tell them to tell you the story. I guarantee you. And that's just what I've heard. But they say the gospel side is worse than the secular side. It's a business. Even on the gospel side, it ain't about Jesus. It's about dollars. It's about dollars. That's all it's about. This whole thing, life is all about dollars and how. That's it. That's all it's about. Nobody really care about your emotions and your feelings no more. They don't care about your family. I can count on 2 fingers how many people are still around that said they was gonna do this, that, and third since December 7th. I'm just saying. But I don't trip on that because I know there are people that count on me. And that's just a philosophy that people have to take. People gonna say one thing, but how much are they gonna do? Only person I trust is me. I trust God and I trust me. God is in me and that's who I trust. You dig? If your TV ain't on me, it ain't on. If your TV ain't on your ATL raps, it ain't on. I'm just telling you, you getting the realest lesson of life you gonna get today. Cause I ain't playing around no more, man. And it ain't about 2020. It's just about that's what it is.
Hey, check this out. Get with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people running around talking all that junk, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna say junk. They talking shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he can't even sing, man. Talking about he ain't even got not one bar. He can't even sing no more, man.
There you go.
Everybody running around talking all that junk, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Terry came on the show, man. You know I gotta talk about Tony, man.
Miguel. Call him Miguel.
I gotta talk about Miguel, man. You know when I asked about Slim, man, from what?
Peter Pan boots.
Slim.
What he say?
Slim.
Hey, beefing?
Yeah, man. We were talking about King of R&B, man. You know, Slim saying nobody could touch him on that stage, man. You know.
What?
He had me. Tony said, man, I don't know what Slim was drinking before he came on your ATL rap. Slim doesn't take that too well, though. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, man.
Slim said that?
Yeah, man. You know,
He said that nobody could touch him on the stage.
oh, yeah, I'm putting him and Mike out too. You know,
Mike from 112 said that too.
Mike said, can't nobody touch them on stage. He said the only person that probably can see him a little bit on stage, he's scared of.
He better have said my name.
He said Cisco.
Cisco.
The only one he think that can touch him.
That's because Cisco be doing flips and splits.
Oh yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said.
I mean, what aspect were they saying that nobody could touch them on stage? You talking about dancing or the whole composite of the show?
Performing, hands down, nobody. You know, I had to call out a lot of group names and stuff like that, but
Did you say our name too?
oh yeah, but you know, he was like, man, nah, man, it still can't. Ain't nobody can see us, man. We 112, man. Nobody can see us. Yeah, you know. Then they call out the top 5 group name. I'm telling it on you too, Mike. I'm telling it on Mike too, man. He said, Temptation 112. What else he said? Golly, man. I forgot, man. Temptation 112, Boyz II Men, Jodeci. And it was somebody else, man. I can't remember. It was another person, his top 5, man. Yeah, that's what he said, man. That was the last show he did, man.
Temptations 112, Jodeci, Boyz II Men. I wouldn't even put them in. I mean, I wouldn't put us in the top 5 all time, but I wouldn't put 112 in the top 5 either of all time. What about the Jackson 5?
Oh, man.
Come on, B. Come on, man. I mean, if you talking about the whole composite as far as like sales, performance, talent, the whole 9, come on, Temptations, Jackson 5, Boyz II Men. I don't even know why I didn't even say Jodeci in my. I don't even say Jodeci in my top 5.
Well, you know why he said it? He said that because everybody in the group can sing. It's a lot of groups out here, but 2 of them can sing or 1 of them. That's what you said.
There was only 2 members in our group, and both of us could sing. So that takes us out. That takes us out because Levert, all 3 of them could sing. The Rude Boys, all 4 of them could sing. Well, Bingo was kind of shaky, but all 4 of them could sing. Rest of P, who else? That's kind of true, Mike. I had to give you that. A lot of the groups, I mean, in Shy, it was only H-Town, only 1 really, and I mean, Shazam just came. I mean, damn, yeah, 1.5.
Hold on, man. What in the hell? Hold on. JoJo was all right, man.
Yeah, he was all right. Nah, that I could say I would put 112 on a higher echelon than our group. They had a bigger body of work and they sold more stuff. I'm with that. But to say that you were smashers on stage, look. Let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you, them is my dudes. Let me tell you who I am, though. I got this injury, though, from this surgery, and I stand in the center of the stage with a spotlight like Luther and Luciano Pavarotti, and I smash 30,000 people by my standing right there. And I got video footage to show you that. Now, it'll be a close call. Y'all will be doing all this and all that. I ain't got to do that. Y'all, Mike, y'all know. Now, I ain't even causing no beef with Mike and Slim. Y'all know. Y'all my dudes. We ain't gonna do that. But y'all know. Look, we was sitting down one time at, I think it was all the 90s guys. It was me, Case, Joe Little from the Rude Boys, Q, Wingo, the twins that stopped in, Jay Holiday, Bobby V, and we was all sitting there with Nene Leakes and Greg and the second in charge at Bravo. They was trying to do a show. But the one thing that we all agreed upon was we were not going to do the caddy thing. We were not going to fight because even though we ain't all on the phone like, yo, we're not going to do that because we all cool. And the lady was like, no drama, no chat. So I tried to start some shit at the end, and I was like, I got up and I kept it real. I said, you know what? I probably need this more than all of y'all. I kept it real. And I ran down my whole little story, I said, but you know what, though? I don't think none of y'all can see me.
Yo, ATL raps, you sucker.